in the Lone Star Land, with boots on my feet and dreams in my hand. A little sassy but a whole lot of grace. You'll see that fire when you look in my face. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. From the blue-bonnet fields to the city streets, every step I take feels like home to me. With a little sass and a lot of pride, this Texas girl's got nothing to hide. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Gummy shoe prints, laid them down the street. Chocolate wrappers hiding secrets sweet. They don't miss a beat, they've got a knack. With licorice ropes pulling answers back. Twist the wrapper to reveal the truth. A sticky web spun by a candy slough. No sour lies can escape the grip. These lollipops always grab the whip.
Hello, my beautiful friends. How are y'all doing today? I hope everybody is having a really great Monday. Happy Monday. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Hello, Brianna. Hope you are doing well. Let's see, Michelle. Hello to you. Yes, I've seen the video. Yes. YouTuber, hello. Blue Eyes Jewel, hello to you. Let's see. Seclusion Works, hello to you. Hello, Miss Kathy. TJ. Hi, Charlene. How are you? Hi, Miss Rhonda. Thank you all for being here. Cecilia. Hello, my friend. Queen Brown Eyes, how are you doing? Good to have everybody. Lisa King, thank you for being here. Our beautiful Arnie Rose, how are you? Thank you for being here. Legally Blonde, hello, hello, my friend. Let's see who else we got up in the house today. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Hey, Sheila. Welcome, welcome. Anybody Peggy and Lori. Hello to you. Hi, Amanda Jane. Good to have you in here. And let's see here. Sammy G coming in. Hello, everybody. If you're just listening, thank you for being here as well. Let's see. It's been a hot day in Texas, but all is well. Been using the day today to do some deep diving and looking into a few things. And I will say this, folks, our topic today, burial at sea, question mark? Hi, Tina girl. Good to have you. I would say a little bit of a trigger warning so that everyone knows. It's going to be a very sensitive topic today, as you're probably guessing. Um, Hang on, it is not. I'm trying to get this. Well, hello, Guardian of Lights. How are you doing today? Trying to get this link in here so that Blue Eyes Jewel can come up with me. Holly, how are you doing? Hey, Patty. Angel of Light, hello to you. Uh, I do not know why, but my computer, my laptop will not let me like, paste anything. It's crazy. Valley Gal, how you doing? Okay, guys, hang tight because y'all gonna see two of me come in. Gotta do it from my phone. Oh, I got some good news to celebrate here. My Astros are in first place. Woo woo, go Astros! I know y'all are excited for that one. I just got another alert on my phone about it. Okay, let me go here. Thank y'all for being so patient. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, this link is for Blue Eyed Jules if she would like to come up. There we go. All righty. We can do this now. So, our topic, like I said, is going to be a little sensitive. You like hockey? I have never watched hockey. Never. Hey, Town Chat and Pink Warrior. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate everybody. I have never watched hockey, y'all. Of course, you know, we're down here in the South. It's hot. Ice melts. We don't have much ice down here. But baseball, 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 softball. Oh, softball. My granddaughter and them lost the championship game by 1 point, y'all. They got second place. Super proud of them. They were up against a team that plays up in the age bracket above my granddaughter's age bracket. And so they have had a whole lot more experience and bigger players. And I think with her team, they held their own and they got second place. Amazing. That is wonderful. 1 point. I'm telling you, 1 point. But I was very super duper duper proud of her. And mom took her straight from the ballpark to church camp. So she is now at church camp. Busy, busy kiddos we got here. Hey, Hope Floats, how are you? That's right. Second place is nothing to sneeze about. They got their rings. They're happy. The only thing was they were really hoping on to moving on to regionals. They were a little disappointed, but hey, they played their hearts out. And they got beat by a team that is a lot more experienced than them. So anyways, it's how it works. She is a busy girl. She'll come back, she'll do volleyball camp and play softball summer league as well. So anyways, hey, me and you, how you doing? Glad you're here. All right, Town Chat. Listen, listen, listen. And everybody, if you wouldn't mind, say hello to our beautiful Blue Eyes Jewel. She is going to join me on panel. Hello, my friend. Can you hear us? Hello, hello.
I'm hearing two of you.
You're hearing two of me.
Yes.
Let me double check and make sure I got out of it. How about now?
I hear you, but hang on a minute.
Okay.
Still hearing two of us.
You're still hearing two? I don't hear two.
I do on my end for some reason.
Okay, hold on. Edit. Let me edit this real quick. Work on this mic. Reduce background. How about now? Did that help any? Let me see here.
Let's see if I can get it.
Okay, any better now?
No, it's like you're behind me. I
Hmm.
hear everything that you're saying, and then I hear it again.
Okay. You want to go out and come back in?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. we're going to take her down, let her work on that. She's going to come back in. Yeah, we need to check that as well. See if she's got her YouTube down. That's what I heard, Catfish. Well, welcome to everybody. Thank you all for being here today. I appreciate y'all. If you did not hear earlier, a little bit of a trigger warning on what we will be discussing today. It was hard to see what we found. And it's a subject that I've been putting off because I didn't want to. However, I'm going to show y'all what we find. Hello, Gypsy. How are you, beautiful? Good to have you. So when she comes back up, we will get started. Our Blue Eyes is our research analyst. She's our research professional, and she does some really great work for us. She started working on some family trees just to see who all connected to who. Hey, Bobby, good to have you. Good to have you. And just before we get started, while we're waiting on her, everybody, do not forget Miss Sandra has surgery tomorrow. Please, please, please keep her in your prayers. Any better, Blue? Hello?
We're going to try it and see.
Okay, you let me know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Do you have YouTube turned off? Okay.
I don't know what it's doing. I keep hearing both of us.
Huh, that's weird. Let me see. I can turn it down just a tad. I got echo cancellation on for both of us. Do you don't have YouTube playing in the background anywhere?
Let's try it now.
Does it work now? Anything better?
No.
No better?
I was telling you I don't have YouTube playing in the background.
Oh, okay. Nobody in chat's hearing an echo. I don't hear one.
I don't know.
So
It's probably just mine because mine's echoing back.
it's echoing back to you. See, I got on your mic setting, I went in and echo cancellation. Let me take it off and put it back on. Okay, try that. Any better? Can you still hear yourself talking? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Still happening?
Yeah, it's behind. I don't know what's up.
Well, I don't know.
All right. Let me see.
Do you want to leave and reboot and try to come back? Okay. She gone. She gone. iPhone link to the membership. Let me get you one. And I will put it in the chat for you. Hope everybody's doing good. Everybody hang tight with us while we get all the technical issues worked out. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Let me copy this. Let me see if I can copy. There we go. And I'll come in again. Put that link down there. I'm sorry I did not do that prior. I was running behind. So let me get that link dropped for memberships for iPhones. I wish they would do it all the same so that like the Android, you can just click the little sign down there. All righty. Did it go? There it is. I'm going to pin that to the top as well. Oh, it won't let me. Okay. Here she is again. Let's add her back. Hello, hello. Can you hear us?
All right, let's try this again.
One more time for the money. Here she is again. Let's add her back. Nope, I hear myself in your side.
Hello.
Can you hear it okay? Let's try this again. One more time for the money. Okay, the membership link for iPhones is pinned at the top of the. Sounds as if you've got YouTube open somewhere. Yeah, saw that. Hey Trishy, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Hi Terry. Y'all, welcome everybody that's coming in. Okay, Blue lost us again. She gone again. Hi Justice Mama, how are you? Good to have everybody today. While we're waiting for her to get all figured out, if you have not seen, hey Guardian of Light, yeah, I didn't hear an echo except for this last time. I could hear myself in the background. But if you have not seen, no, I don't. No. If you haven't seen that nice, what is it, Nisi Marie's channel, you need to go check it out. In the light video, she is working very hard on that. So tomorrow we'll try to go over that and talk about it and see. Gotcha. Okay. All righty. But we'll see how everybody thinks about. Oh no, Sheila. Oh no. Hope you feel better. But yeah, we'll look at that tomorrow. I wanted to do this today because I want to get this one over with. And yes, I have sent all my information in to Seth. Hello, Narita. How you doing? You don't see gifted memberships? That's weird. There should be at the, if it's an iPhone, you have to take the link at the top. If you're on an iPhone, you have to go through the link that's pinned at the top of the chat. If you're on an Android, you can just click the $sign and it'll give you the option down in the chat bar. Yeah, everybody hit that. Lolly, give me the number and I'll call in. Okay. Let me put it up. I wish I could make my phone talk. There you go, Blue. Let me turn on my thingy here.
Power on. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
We're going to get this, I promise y'all. I promise. Yeah, right now the number is only for Blue so that she can call in and we can get started on this. And we can get started on this. Oh, I got to X out of this. So that way it can go through there when she calls. Hello, hello, everybody. Hi, Diana. Hello, hello. Oh, my goodness, Charlene, that's crazy. Somebody else was having an issue the other night on their channel as well. Well, so Blue Eyes started doing some searching and looking into some stuff, and we keep coming across different names. And hey, me and you, love you. Hi, Scarlett, how are you? But we weren't sure where these names come from. And hang on. There you go, Blue. I'll take that off. All righty. So she started looking into some stuff and trying to figure out, names and stuff. And that way, when we come across these names, we can connect into what side of the family they were in. Oh, some names. Yeah, those are definitely some names. Okay, let's see here. Let me unmute this. Hello? Hello?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press
Hello, can you hear us? I'm trying, hold on. I'm trying to get it to come through the speaker and it will not do it. What is up with my phone? It says it's connected for audio. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can y'all hear her okay? We're going to go through just my phone. Say something, Blue.
Hey, everybody.
Everybody hear her okay? Okay, sounds good, it says. Hey, Star Child. Good deal. Okay, so you want to talk to him and tell him what you've been going over.
You want to start?
It's like, where do we start? Where do we start? We start with the fact that I was just telling everybody how you were looking into some family trees and stuff because we were trying to connect names as to what family who belongs to.
Uh-huh.
Oh, ooh, let's pin this one here. Look at here. Legally Blonde says, I was wondering, since the devil was offering $3 million, if Maddie Bowersox wanted to come and play. Oh,
Where to come on?
come on up. Okay, so tell them where you started looking.
I started on Ancestry.com. I bought a membership so that I could see all of the records and stuff that was in there, which I started several different trees. I started the Proudfoot, Bowersock, Payne, and just put in different ones to see if I could get anything to come up. And lo and behold, I've gotten all kinds of stuff. So it's been very interesting to come up with what I've got. And this way, we can't have them say, well, you don't have nothing to prove this by.
We do.
I've sent everything that I have gotten, the little leaf, because on there you get a leaf if anybody associated with the actual ancestry. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, my son's hollering in the background while I'm doing. So anyway, I went through there, started getting things on it, and some of the things that I was, I traced the guys back to, which is Kathy Bowersock's maiden name. I've traced that back so far. And then we get information on little Sebastian.
You're a little muffled.
Okay. I can't hear myself on here because it's echoing, so okay. I just turned it completely down.
Gotcha.
So what happened was I went ahead and started looking at the hint. And I was sitting there one night, and it just, one day, and I woke up the next morning. Let me get back. I woke up the next morning after putting all this in. And I was sitting there and was reading the hints and stuff. And on Sebastian, it come up, I've not been able to find a birth certificate for him. I did end up getting some pictures and sending them to Lolly because cold chills come over me so bad.
Trigger warning, folks, because what you're about to see is very disturbing. You ready? I'm going to put it up, the first one. This is what she found. You notice here it says name Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Birth, there's a different date, but it is dated at 2009. And notice the blue check mark is death. February 2024, Tennessee, United States of America.
So I clicked on the little link there that it has, and it brought up pictures of Sebastian's flyer. It was just pictures of it. And I got to looking at it, and you can look through a thing called graves, where you can find graves where someone is buried at, and it showed that there was a memorial, but it had been taken down.
This is the Global Find a Grave Index for burials at sea and other select burial locations. You can see Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and you can see the death is February 2024. His birth was in 2009.
which that is 2008, because I put in 2009. I can't do math in my head, but I went back and changed it so it matches to a T for 2008. So when we click on that global find a grave, it brings you up to a picture that says find a grave and that for it. So I think I sent that to you also, Lolly, that says memorial has been taken down.
Yes, hang on. I got to pull that one up because I didn't have room on my thing to, but I'll show you guys here. I'll pull this up because it's very disturbing.
Very much so.
Let me take that one down and look at this memorial page. It's been removed. So at some time or another, there was a memorial on there for Sebastian Rogers. Now, do you want me to show the other one with the parents?
You can, and I think that the only reason why this is it's just showing Chris and Katie as the parent. It has not got Seth's name on it whatsoever.
Christopher Andrew Proudfoot for parent and Katie Lynn Payne for parent. It's very bothersome, guys. But if you stop and think about it, if something has happened to Sebastian and they have people in the right places, they could do a death certificate because according to that paperwork, it showed Katie and Chris as the parents.
Now, they wouldn't even have to notify Seth.
Yeah,
they did it that way.
They did it that way, and Seth didn't ever have to be notified. Yeah, Miss Kathy. Exactly, Queen. He is not the father at all. So
it was just very disturbing. It made me sick. I mean, just the cold chills that come over me when I found that, and it has bothered me ever since. But if you look at some of the pictures that they have on there, there's names of who submitted it, and on one of them, which I have tried messaging her, but she has not messaged me back or anything on there. But her name is Kathy Paget. I think that's how it's pronounced, but Padgett.
Yes, last night in chat, we asked everybody if you knew a Kathy Paget. Paget is Padgett for the last name, because that is who has this listed on her page on Ancestry.com.
Starchild, only thing that we can go by is what's on there. I don't know. That's why I'm trying to message the lady. I asked her how she was familiar with Sebastian, if she was any kin and different things. I've not gotten anything back from her. I mean, yes, people could go on there probably and just do something like that, but I hate that I found this. I hate that I found it like this.
Yes, and if you stop and think about it, guys, there was a memorial page. There was an actual memorial page, but it has since been removed. I think that's the part that got me the most. I get it if somebody just put that in there or whatever, but for there to be a memorial page.
This lady's she put that he passed away on February 24th, which that could have been a typo. Could have been a typo, or she just don't know what she's doing. We don't know. I have just, in between digging into the family tree, trying to get the petition up and ready, which I'm not changing the subject. I would like to, I've already opened that back up so we can get more signatures if we have to, just in case, never know. And YouTuber, from what I've gathered, this Kathy Paget is from Tennessee.
Yep.
So
Kathy is in Tennessee. She is from Tennessee. Yeah. And you want to tell them what family tree she connects to?
The Proudfoot.
She connects into the Proudfoot tree.
So I got to talking to Lolly about this, and I said, okay, so think about also, let's just put it out there that if he is no longer with us, and this is true, did they actually do a cremation and dump him out to sea? Since they are both Navy. Plus, that puts the truth to he would never be found.
We're trying, Melissa. We're trying to get information on the memorial. Trust me, we've been trying.
I have done everything I know to do. I did contact, which I forgot to tell you about this, Wally. I have been contacting some of the funeral homes there, and everybody's told me, which they said, no, we've not had a child by that name. We know he's missing. Some of them told me they didn't know he was missing. I sent flyers to emails up there. Got to looking at graveyards today and stuff like that. And this is the other part that me and Lolly got talking about today. And this is why we said we were going to go forward with this and show y'all this. If you go to where Mommy Dearest lives, and then it's near, I can't remember the main highway, Hartsville. Was it Hartsville Road or Hartsville?
Let's see here.
And
Let's put up. Let me put up the little map here. Okay, I'm going to put up a map here. This is Hutch Court. This right here is Enoch Way. This house right here is the house where Mommy Bowerstocks lives.
230 not.
230
Enoch Way.
Hutch Court.
It's someone else's house.
Is someone, we have no idea whose house this is. It was used as a directional tool as to the location of, what is the name of it? Old Shiloh Cemetery.
Old Shiloh Graveyard.
Old Shiloh Graveyard. And it is located right here.
Yes, and everybody has been saying about, oh, well, behind Mommy Dearest's house, there's a graveyard. Well, I got to digging around, we did today, and if you look on, as her map goes, you've got the first little square. Okay, so after that, you go back to the map for a minute.
Okay, let me go. You want me to go to the aerial view?
Where you just had up, right there.
Okay.
Okay, so when you look at it, when you turn left down Hutch Court, count the first block, but start counting houses, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where the red thing is. All right, if you come up Hutch Court and you turn left and you start with that first house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you go down 6 houses, and that's where the other point starts. Well, I actually then found the coordinates for the graveyard. That graveyard starts at if you go behind 230 Hutch, it starts right at the woods line. There's a bunch of wooded area back there.
Here, let me show them.
You go, yeah. And this cemetery has not been taken care of whatsoever.
This is the 230 Hutch Court right here. That house we had that nobody lives there. this is the cemetery right here.
Where the red dot is.
Yeah.
That's the exact coordinate for that. So if you would look and you pinpoint and you take your fingers, just if you were like on this map and you take them and you run them across, it connects them to behind their house.
Right here. At the top of the right side, you see 155 Enoch Way.
But right in that little area where the red pointer is where this little cemetery is.
Right there.
And I mean, you can tell that it has not been kept up. It's just overgrown. It looks like really
Here we go.
old, very headstones. There's some headstones in there.
That is the entrance to it.
Well, I don't know how you would.
I
get in
know.
there
How do you
because,
even get
like
to
I
it?
said,
But there's some
once you walk
headstones.
in it.
I got couple of pictures here just to show.
And I just now noticed this picture. Look at the very back. It looks like blocks piled up back there.
Yes, that picture back here. It looks like a wall type of thing right here. But I don't see it over here through those trees or over here through the trees. I just see it from right here to right there. It's very weird. But these are more pictures of where it starts. And this picture as well.
And another thing, if you go back to the map,
And you can see headstone right there. Which map? My map or the other one?
yes, either one.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe get to the next, the one, the aerial
Aerial
that I
view.
sent you.
Okay. There we go.
See, start on find a grave. It shows that the memorial was taken down. Okay, so if y'all remember, the silos that
Yes.
everybody was wanting to know if they were checked.
Yeah, there was a
You
while
turned down
back.
that
We
corner.
talked about that. Down at
There
the
is one of the silos actually showing.
yeah, down at the bottom left corner, you can see those silos are right there.
So if you look, that's where the empty lot, which is not in this picture, but the empty lot is in front of those silos. And that is where the second generation lot, not in this picture.
Go ahead. That was me. Sorry.
It's the second generation, their company is in front of it.
Yeah. It's over to the side over here because this is Enoch Way and the road will curve around and go down towards the bottom of the screen. And that's where secondhand generation is.
I am still digging. I am still digging on that. I have actually looked into different people to see, but this lady's name is just everywhere on Sebastian. And that is the only thing that has popped up. Like I said, usually, like, I even looked up Summer Wells, and her birth certificate come up. I've checked California, Virginia, Georgia. I've checked Tennessee. I've checked everywhere for a birth certificate for this child. So after finding this is just, it's just, I've been, like I said, I have emailed this lady almost every day. I don't want to bug the crap out of her, but I do. It's just when you find stuff like this, it's just nerve wracking.
And guys, we are not saying by any means that we can prove that Sebastian has passed. Okay, don't get us wrong
We
on that.
cannot.
I mean, there's no way that we can say all that. Hey, Brad, good to have you. But what we are saying is there is in ancestry.com linked to a family tree on the stepfather's side, a person who has put his death into it. And, you know, we're sitting here going, oh my gosh. And then when you find this memorial, and it's a memorial page that was created and then it's been removed. And the thing that got me the most, I would have to say, is the words right on this one right here. Wait, let me go up to this one. Hold on. It says Global Find a Grave Index for burials at sea and other select locations. And we know Katie and Chris are both Navy, and the Navy is synonymous with burials at sea. It's too coincidental with all of it. And then to add this in there, where the parents are Christopher Proudfoot and Katie Lynn Payne. The cemetery, I don't know who owns it. It says Old Shiloh Graveyard is the name of it. But it doesn't look like it's been, you know, taken care of. But for this to be put in as his relative, his parents, that had me thinking if this is something that has happened and they've tried to go ahead and create a death certificate with all their connections that they have, Seth would never know because on here his parent is listed as Christopher. So, guys, like I said, we are not saying Sebastian's no longer alive. We're saying there's a family tree on Christopher Proudfoot's family side. And this person has Sebastian as no longer alive as of February 2024.
Wally, I just sent you the two pictures that
Okay.
are on there, and it's showing 2008 to 2024.
Okay. Yeah. Because it's
the lady goes a Grammy 399.
Yeah, Grammy 399 is who the name is. And here is, let me take this one off real quick so everybody can see, because we don't want to put anything out that's, you know, false or anything, because that's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to create this narrative of any sort. But if you notice at the bottom, the date is 2008 to 2024. So that's what we have. Hudge Court, where the glasses were found, Deanna, I saw your comment here. If I'm not mistaken, that is where they were found, which is just around the corner from where Christopher's mother lives. Thank you all for being here. And guys, I can't stress enough when I say that we're not proving Sebastian's no longer with us. I would have never put any of this out had I not sent it to Seth first. Seth has everything we have. And it's not something I want to put out. You know, back in the Summer Wells days, I think I saw in chat earlier something was mentioned about somebody had done this for Summer Wells as well. But no reply, and I didn't expect a reply from this. I told him this is his information to have, to look into, to do what he needed to do with it. Right. Anybody can do things like this. However, this is a person linked to Christopher Proudfoot's family. Yes, Kathy Pageant, a real estate agent. And so that's all we can, I'm showing you guys, okay? I want to make it very, very clear. I don't want anybody leaving here and going berserko nuts on everybody and saying, oh my God, Lolly just showed us that he's gone. No. It showed that it went through. I got no bounce back or anything from it, me and you. Yes, Holly, there needs to be answers. And why would a person on Christopher's page, family tree line, have this put out there? And on top of that, why would there be a memorial page set up? Because it was created. A memorial page was created. And on Summers, I think it was just some YouTube person that went in and put it and did all that. This is a person linked to Christopher Proudfoot, his family. So
Shirley asked if we know who was responsible for putting the information on that website, and we just gave her name. She goes with Grammy 399.
She goes on Ancestry as Grammy 399 on Ancestry. And then the name is Kathy Pageant.
And I'm sorry, but if it's kin to him or not, if it's, you know, and I'm not saying this to be rude or anything, but I don't care how close of a relationship he has. I don't care if it's his grandmother, 6 cousins back. I just don't think that this should have been put on a thing if we don't know the truth.
Yep.
And I know, you know, people are going to go and probably, and all the other creators are going to go run with this. I know they will. But we have information. This is why there is several different people that has this information. I've sent it to several different people. And we got what we got. We got a paper trail here.
Yeah, we got
it. Where we got it from.
They're asking, is it Grammy with a Y or an IE?
A Y.
A Y. Yeah, Holly. We have, I'm telling you, Blue Eyes has sent messages Her maiden name is Guy,
Yeah.
Guy. So I've always told y'all I'll show you what we found. We'll take it as a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? This does not prove anything. As far as the graveyard behind the Bowersox home, it has been brought up multiple times. We showed the pictures. This is what you're looking at. It's a very old, overgrown place. If in some way, form or fashion, that this would happen, and he is no longer with us, the part, I'm telling you folks, the part that bothered me the most was the find a grave index for burials at sea.
See, I don't know either if this is private property that is behind their house.
Yeah,
So
we can't
if you
find
go
anything.
Behind it, go in behind it, it looks like there's no houses built according to Google Maps on the other road behind it.
Right. Here is
So
where
you
it's
got out
located.
you might
Right where that
might
red
be
dot is. So who owns that property? We don't know.
there is a little road that follows behind that tree line at the very top. I'm sitting here pointing at it like y'all can see.
I know. Me too.
But
I've been putting my cursor over there, but you can't see it this way.
well,
They
I'm-
did
I'm
go
in
to
the
that
front,
lake in Oregon. Yes.
But you got to look also if anybody was put in this graveyard. You've had Hurricane Helena that come through. That could be a reason why it looks that way in certain areas with all the debris, like there was sticks sticking up out of the ground and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, look at
But-
this. These are the headstones. And guys, it looks like, oh, it popped off. Hang on. I mean, it looks like those are headstones that have been there for years and years and years and years. Look how overgrown it is. Look how close some of those headstones are to each other.
Looks like they've been knocked over, like this one.
Yeah.
Here again.
I mean,
The
those.
one at the left is like leaning up against the other one.
Yeah. Looks like they got a board or something behind one of them, you know, to the left here. Those two on the top right look like they're about to fall over any day now. Of course, they're right there at a tree roots. This cemetery is right here where this red dot is. And if you see this red dot, it's directly behind the house that is at 230 Hutch Court. Now, if you go down to the end of Hutch Court towards the left side of this picture, and you take that road straight up to the top of the picture, you'll see 155 Enoch Way. That is where Mommy Socks lives. No, Lolo, I don't think Kathy Paget is the same as Mommy Socks. No.
I don't think so either.
Yes, we need to get with planning and zoning for the county. You know, and the way this neighborhood kind of elves off this piece, I wouldn't even know how you would get to that cemetery. So I'm going to guess it's not in use anymore. Wow. Hi, everyone coming in. Thank y'all for being here. Yes, Hutch Court is, if you go to the
It's in Geographic.
left of Hutch Court, it will make a sharp turn down towards the bottom of the picture. And that is where Bryant and Danny Guy live. They have houses right there. Catfish, that's it. And the burial at sea part really bothers me because that could be, in fact, what happened. Hey, momming it up. This is, I'm not sure about the one from last year, momming it up. All I know is the person that has put it out there, we have connected it to Christopher Proudfoot's family tree. This person named Kathy Pageant, she goes by Grammy. What is it, Blue? Grammy
399.
399 on Ancestry.
I think it says on the bottom of the pictures.
And it is connected into Christopher Proudfoot's family. And there was a memorial page created. This is, here it shows Sebastian, his death date as February 2024 in Tennessee. It shows relationships, parents as Christopher and Katie. And then we have the burial index for burials at sea and other select burial locations. To me, that says not in a cemetery, is what that says to me.
Cemetery. It's called Shiloh Baptist Church.
Old Shiloh
Old Shiloh
Graveyard.
Church.
It's Old Shiloh Graveyard is what we were just looking at. And this is the one behind where the Bowerstocks live in Hutch Court. Right there. Queen Brown Eyes, you're cracking me up.
I don't even want to think about that.
You know, the Navy thing really bothers me.
With all the rocks. The picture that's up with all the rocks.
Yeah.
Those sticks sticking up in the ground looks like it might have been surveyed at a certain point. Maybe that's a land marker.
Right. It may be. Maybe. You know, Navy is very synonymous for burials at sea. And if you look towards the left of the middle section there where you see the tree line, it looks like there is a gravestone right there as well.
Yeah, to the right. I think that's the gate.
Huh?
It looks like it could be the gate too. And the, like down here, a grave spot.
Yeah. And this is the location of this Old Shiloh Graveyard. The red dot. And you can see on the top right hand side 155 is where Christopher's mommy lives. Yeah, fed up. It's kind of spooky scary, isn't it? Yes, Catfish. I'm sure he will. Yeah, very common old cemeteries. And you can tell they're very, that it is very, very old headstones there.
I looked for an actual, usually you can get a graveyard list of people who's buried there. I looked for a list for them and there was not one. So I feel like this is something that may have just been let go so much, and I can't remember what we called that. What was the name of that development they call Hutch? And I can't remember. Do you remember what I said that was?
Cambridge.
Something Hill.
Was it Cambridge or something?
Something Hill. But these two things are considered that. I'm wondering if there was a church back there that it was called Shiloh.
It may have been an old church back there as well. Yes,
But
Holly, people have tried to search that area, but they've been turned down. Yes.
And I mean, I don't want to say this way, and it sounds very awful, but I would rather this be a joke than
Exactly.
a hope than I would it to be real.
Oh,
I pray every day
definitely.
that this comes found alive.
Yes, definitely so.
I don't want to, like I said, I didn't want that to sound like, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Turned down. Oh, Shirley, that means that, they have gone to ask permission to go back behind those houses there to search, and they were told no. The burial at sea part is the part that bothered me the most, only because it is connected with the Navy. They were both in the Navy. And guys, you have to stop and think about it. If that is the case, more than likely a cremation would have happened, I would think.
Yeah.
And if you're not recalling, I would remind everybody that we talked about the fact that Christopher's cousin works at a funeral home. Blue has been calling. She has been making calls. Several people around there have said no. Even law enforcement have said no. Okay. Scarlett said the Gallatin First Presbyterian Church is responsible for the upkeep of the old Shiloh Cemetery in Gallatin, according to the Tennessean.
They ain't doing a good job of it.
No, Doug, they ain't doing nothing.
I would hate to know that one of my relatives was buried there, and I don't care if it was my sixth great grandfather or something. I would want that cleaned up. I would go out there and do it myself. I mean, I do that a lot going, where my dad's buried, but the upkeep okay, but people, flowers fall off and stuff like that, or they're laying to the side and stuff, but
yeah. And Michelle has a point here. Either case, there is still missing fact of death certificate. You have to have one. Unfortunately, we can't call and get a copy of death certificate. It has to be a family member.
Yeah, you have to show ID.
You got to show your ID, everything. So, yeah, where do you go from here? I don't know. Does this mean that Sebastian is no longer alive? No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm checking. Let me check my mail real quick.
Do we know which graveyard they went to, Ken?
Huh?
Tim Brent had put a comment on there about Brent on the other side.
Yeah. Let me see here. Yes. I saw that on LinkedIn. Let me show y'all. I hate to put her face up there, but images may be subject to copyright. I better not.
Yeah,
But there is a LinkedIn account. There is a LinkedIn account for Kathy Paget Realtor. I believe this is in Knoxville. And, you know, it is what it is.
And what picture did you see that me and you about the necklace that she had on?
I don't know. Me and you, what did you say about the necklace?
She was saying it says, look at Kay's necklace that looks like a necklace where you can keep something in. It was, if it's the same one I've seen, I think it does look like a little locket because we have them for my brother-in-law.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll look into that for sure. We will.
And somebody was saying there would have to be a death certificate. Well, if, let's say that if this is true, then it would be sent to Katie and Chris. It wouldn't be sent to nobody else. They would have a copy of it.
Yes, remind you here, because this is how it is showing on here. It makes you wonder if there was one, is this the names listed on it? I agree, Terry. I agree.
Did I say I do too? Because I'm telling you. Oh, and by the way, Wally, I started my second notebook.
You what?
I started on my second notebook.
Oh, y'all, when I say this girl does research, Blue is researching and has a very large jumbo notebook. What is it called? A binder. And it is full. Yes, I want Seth to have some action in this. I want Seth to find out the truth. And when you stop and think about a mother who will not talk to the father of her child, a mother who pleads the fifth with the help of her criminal defense attorney, it says a lot.
It was like I was telling Lolly today. I said, and it makes me tear up every time I say this because it makes me sad knowing that I probably have more information on that child than what his own mom does.
Right. Everybody's telling you thank you, Blue.
You're welcome.
You know, this is not something I ever wanted to come on here and show. And like I said, I've been sitting on this for a couple of days because it's just not a good feeling. But at the same time, we have a person in Christopher's family tree that has put that out there. And you have to question why. You have to be ready to ask those questions. Why is it happening? Why is it happening? What does TJ say? Either it's real or one bad joke that should never have been put out there. Exactly. Exactly. Why is Christopher's family member putting it out there? That's my question. And when she said she had it connected back to a person in Chris's family, my heart sank. Yes, fed up. Seth needs to be asking them those questions. Exactly. And like I said, I have put it all over into Seth's hands. I have sent the email. That's the only way I have to get in contact him. You saw the water?
Lori, I think it's just a joke to them. I think that they love seeing everybody scattering around.
Yes.
They're not going to tell, but then they would have to tell what happened during the city fair.
Yeah.
And either way, and that's what I don't understand. If they are involved, and everybody's innocent until proven guilty, and in my opinion, either way, if they're involved, they're going to be in trouble either way. One, for filing fake police report. Two, in whatever they done to him if they did do anything to him.
Right.
So
Exactly.
that makes you question.
Terry said, on which coast or what lake? Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
And I did look up Oregon. And I put in everything that I know. Most of the Costas family is from the Gallatin area. In Tennessee or Madison, different places in Tennessee, I've not found anything that's been out of the way for Oregon. Even on the things that I have for Katie, there's no family members in Oregon. Unless they just went on a vacay with them.
Yeah.
And stopped in there on the way to them. Because I even put in there, I look up things like any ties to Oregon. So I really don't know.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. And that's the worst part of all of this. Piano Girl said Katie has family in Oregon. Blue has not been able to connect that.
Yeah, I haven't.
Sumner County has said nothing. But we know this. We know they have searched about 10,000 miles circling around the Proudfoot's home, so many miles out each way. See, that's what I think, Scarlett. Maybe it was Portland, Tennessee, and we assumed Oregon. So, out of all of those miles, guys, all of those miles searched. If Sebastian had walked away, he would have been found. But there is no anything, no digital evidence at all, not even from the neighbors' Ring cameras in that neighborhood. You do not see Sebastian. You do not have any phone records because his phone was left at home. The last time he is seen in the public, he is leaving Texas Roadhouse. Did he or did he not make it home? Is the question. No, Piano Girl, that boy did not walk away.
Set up Buttercup. I ordered some bracelets from a lady, and they charged ridiculous amounts, and I wasn't really satisfied with them to take pennies and read them. I had thought about making up t-shirts and different things because I can make those. I've got stuff that I've got done on my glow forge that I've cut out. They're little puzzle piece paper clips. And I've got cards that I cut out that's for autism. I got some headbands made that autism awareness. I've done a little bit of everything, but I've not sold any of them. But I did. I've got 1,000.
Okay,
I think it
town
was like
chat. Sorry.
that I was going to send to his school for them to give out. So it's been a job, but I'm getting there. So I've not decided because how all this say, well, they're doing this to make money. If I was to do anything for that, it would go directly to that.
Right.
If I was to decide to make stuff and do that, I had thought about doing that too. So, and then send all that money by check to Beth.
Yeah, I think you can check Seth's YouTube page, and I think he has at the top for the description of his page, you can click on more, and I think it takes you, there's a link to get the shirts and the bracelets and things like that. Check there.
Yeah.
Like Katie's tattoo. Yes. Yeah, check there, Fed Up Buttercup. Email me, get my email, and if you don't see it there, I will see what we can do about ordering some bracelets. And then, I'll just charge you what it costs me. There won't be no profit off of them. We can get those out because I would like to have one as well. Thank you, Town Chat, for this. I appreciate you. But guys, for real, we are not saying he is not alive. Okay, that is not the purpose of this. The purpose is to show you that someone in Christopher Profit's family has put that information into Ancestry.com. There was a memorial page created. However, it has been removed. If that was just information put in, I don't know that there would be a memorial page created. Can one of y'all, TJ, can you put my email in there or something for Fed Up? Why was it removed? What?
I think it's because he's having a visitation right now. Honestly, think he is. That's the reason why it's been quiet.
Yes. I'm sure his daughter is probably in town or something. Okay, there it is. Queen Brown Eyes dropped it for you, Buttercup. No, Guardian of Light, he did not walk away. There is no way possible. Is it legal to list a minor's memorial in Tennessee? That's a good idea to check on. We will definitely check into it. There is another one right after it, too. The wife shows a different last name when I looked her up. Oh, but it has the same address. Okay, let me look there. Oh, okay. Thank you for that info. I appreciate that so much. Guys, it is with the utmost importance that we stay on top of Sebastian's case. No, Sebastian's name was not a different name. I mean, a family name that I know of. I think his father explained it one day. They liked the name Sebastian. I think the Wayne might have been his father's name or something. And then Seth always liked the name Drake. Oh, okay. So don't think that Blue Eyes and I are wackadoodles. This came across, she saw it, she sent it to me, we spent time on it, we've talked about it. And guys, I've always told y'all I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what we see. And this is what we found. I sent it to his dad so he would have that information to go and check. If he takes Sebastian's birth certificate down and shows them I am his father, I need to find out, is there a death certificate or not? Because there's no life insurance that can ever be collected without one. Of course, they were quick to say Seth had one. Wayne was after Seth's dad. Drake was after a dragon. That's it. Yes. So here we sit with this information, and I wished I had answers for everybody. I wish Blue could just say, hey, we've solved it, but we haven't. But this is out there, and it's not just some random person. I can't stress this enough. The most important part of this for me is the person that put this information out is connected to Christopher Proudfoot's family tree. On top of that, it says burial at sea and other form of burials. So here we sit. Was this young man unalived? Was he cremated and his ashes sprinkled at sea? Was it a lake that he was sprinkled into? Is it the reason why Dog the Bounty Hunter told us he heard from, or he talked with Mr. Chris, and he told Dog, you will never find Sebastian? Why would someone want to say that when that child has supposedly ran away? Town Chat, thank you so much. Guys, Town Chat gifted a membership. Please, if you were the one gifted, tell our beautiful Town Chat Cafe thank you so much, because that was so, so gracious of her. And welcome our new lollipop. Welcome to the South.
Welcome. Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get a right and get down? Welcome to the South.
Here we go. Okay. Thank you, Town Chat Cafe, for that. I appreciate you so, so much. So, guys, I don't know. Seth needs our prayers. He needs to find answers about his child. We can sit here all day long and put stuff out over and over and over and over, but at the end of the day, Seth still doesn't have his child. So where is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? We have people that are playing games and threatening all kinds of people because they're looking for this young man. They don't want to have anybody dig into this young man in his life and what could have happened and accidentally come across the truth. Could what we showed today be the truth? It is possible. But the saddest part of all is, in my mind, it's very, very possible because there has been nothing that anyone has found of Sebastian. Thank you, Guardian of Light. That is sweet. You know, the marshals called Sumner County after Seth talked to them, and Sumner County said they did not need the help. They cannot just take over. Unfortunately, they have to be asked in. And Sumner County is part of the cover-up, in my opinion. Yes, C-Star, borderline psycho that's going to put it out there on Ancestry. And like I said, if it was just that one page, I wouldn't think much about it. But to have his parents as Katie and Chris, and then to have the burial at sea part as well. And then we find the memorial page had been taken down, which means it was created. I have a friend that's really helping with some legal side of things, and I need to find a way to get her in touch with Seth, because she knows the system. She knows the direction he needs to go and the steps that need to be taken. And I think she's going to come on Wednesday night and talk to us and help us understand this whole process. But I'm telling you guys, it's a sad story. Blue, do you have anything else you want to add in?
Not, no. I'm just sitting here. I was looking to see if I'd refresh the ancestry thing.
No message still.
No.
Guys, if this person would just answer Blue Eyes on Ancestry. Yes, if the president was to ask them to take over, that's how far you have to go with that. Yes, Guardian of Light. Chris has said Sebastian will never be found. They know he will never be found. It's as if they're playing by dangling that in front of them, in front of everybody. And they're probably sitting there laughing at Seth every time he gets emotional, every time he gets upset. That's how sick and deranged these people are. Yeah, down chat. I agree with you. Seth deserves the answers. Guys, we
I love
really
that video.
what Blue
The
Eyes?
video that I said I love that video of him doing the green tea.
Oh my gosh, he's so fun. You can just see the little, just the quirky side of him that makes you want to just laugh some more.
That video right there makes me just want to take him and just hugging.
Yes.
Just holding him. He's so cute.
Yes, he is. You know, it was a hard decision for me to do this. You can ask Blue. I kept saying, do we put it out or not? What do we do? What do we do? You know, and I just feel like we had to.
The first day we were like, should we? It was like, no, let's wait.
Yeah.
So,
We were back and forth.
I always tell her, it's your channel, do what you want.
I know. She was like, do what you want. I was like, what do I do? I don't want to be the one to put this out there. And guys, if there was no connection to anybody, we probably wouldn't have put it out there. We would have just left it, gave it to Seth to let him look it over, and we would have just left it sitting there. But to know this person is connected to Christopher Proudfoot's family makes me want to throw up. Is this just part of their games that they're playing? Hey, Jennifer. You know, they play these games with everybody. Yeah, Bobby, it is horrible. Sebastian deserves. I know me and you, they're going to try to shred it up. I'm a horrible person. I don't care. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they want to turn this into, guys. It's not a game. I'm showing you what's out there. And I'm showing you the name of the person that is connected to Christopher's family that put it out there. Cecilia, thank you for gifting a membership. If you were gifted that membership, please tell Cecilia thank you so much, because that was so gracious of her. And welcome to the South.
Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. Can I get a right and get down? Welcome to the South.
There we go. Thank you for that, Cecilia, and welcome to our new lollipop. We need to do a members live pretty soon. But guys, I know it's coming. I'm sure.
I am so glad you put that. I have been sitting here almost 6 months. Stomach like, did we do the right thing?
I know.
Kathy said yes. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for telling us that.
Thank you. All I need is Jesus Coffee and True Crime has been a member for 3 months. She said 3 months as a lollipop. I've never been sweeter. Thank you for being part of us. We love you so much. That is so sweet. Yeah. You know, they can say what they want to. They can do what they want to. I don't care. I'm going to show you guys what we found because it links into his family. End of story. Does it prove anything? No, it does not. All it proves is that someone in Christopher Proudfoot's family added that to their family tree. That's it. And Seth has the papers. He's got the copies. I've sent him what we just saw. We even went as far as the cemetery behind the behind the Bowersox home. We showed y'all where that's located. That has been talked about a lot. Yeah. Guardian of Light, they're not good people. They are not good people. I'm sorry to say it, but they're not. And Bobby said, we need to put some more sugar in them lollipops to make her sweeter. Bobby, that's funny. I don't know, guys. It's horrible. It's not something I wanted to talk about. But when I asked myself, is it a possibility? I had to say yes. There's no sign of him anywhere. Children, adults, babies, they do not just disappear into thin air. It is not possible. And we have at the beginning a 15-year-old young man who was autistic or is autistic, and he is very high functioning, but at the same time, he did not like to be dirty. And we're supposed to believe that he left his home with no shoes, going out the front door, and his shoes are right there. We're supposed to believe that? Exactly, Cecilia. People have searched all over and there are no findings. Queen, he may be in a facility until he turns 18. That is very possible as well. Very possible. I mean, it has to be something. End of story. Wait, let me read this one. Yeah. Anything is possible. Would it be possible for them to throw everyone off? It might be something they put on there to throw everyone off. I mean, look at the family it's coming from. I mean, I don't put it past them for anything. And that's why I'm saying we cannot sit here and say just because we see this with our very own eyes, yes, it's Kathy Pageant. I have not. I stand by who I believe it is, and those people can tell you otherwise, but I believe it is Richard Bishop. It may be Lori. It may be another sick joke. All I know is it's out there. And there is a father who's missing his child. Me and you said, Blue, are you still here? You can look up death certificates on Ancestry.
I did. There's no death certificate showing, but if they've got it sealed, it won't show.
She couldn't even find his birth certificate. Yeah.
But the thing of it is, like in my county where I live, if you have a will, you can have it sealed, and it won't. Nobody will be able to gain access to it until after the person is passed away or whatever. We do the death certificates as well that way here. So it may be that, and he's had all his records sealed for his custody trial.
Yeah.
He had a lot sealed. So I have a feeling that if there is one, that it's been sealed because of the simple fact that they on there it shows as Chris and Katie being the parents. But anybody in their right mind should know that if a child is born by Roger, then that is not their parent. That is not the right parent. That's why I question a lot of this and was questioning all the information that I had found.
Right. You know, it's just, look at DCS reports. Yeah, look at those. They said Seth was not in the picture. They told the DCS worker, the Department of Children's Services worker that came to their house because a case had been opened. They told her, Seth, his father was not in his life. And therefore, Seth never was notified. So, do I put it past them to do a death certificate and list them as the parents? No, I don't. I don't put them past it. I could see that happening. And if there's a person in their family who works for a funeral home, guys, things can happen. Things can be done. And it is the funeral home that does the death certificate.
They just register them with the deed office.
Yeah, they're the ones that fills out the information. There's also a Catherine Paget that is older on us phone book 2. Okay, US phone book 2. I don't know, Cecilia. I don't know. I don't know if it's triggered them or not. I don't know. But I will say this. Katie and Chris Proudfoot are going to severe links. I'm talking unheard of, unfounded links to get distraction in this whole case of Sebastian's. He wants no one looking. He wants people to go away. They want this to stop. They want this to stop.
You know, it brings me back to if he was getting any disability checks, you know, it had to have been. I'm wondering if she is still receiving those.
Exactly.
I've been sitting there thinking about maybe we should drop a bug in the Social Security.
Maybe we should. Because if he's not there, she should not be receiving them.
Right, and it tells that on, look it up, if a child is missing, that from the time that they go missing to the time that they are found, if they are found still alive, that the check will be withheld. But if they are, you know, if they're, like, say, for instance, his should have been withheld from March, well, wait a minute, March would be February's payment. So March through now should be withheld.
Rita said they're too wealthy to receive any checks.
He still would, though.
Someone needs to get a hold of Trump. I think.
I've tried. I've sent several letters now.
Yeah.
I'll put Hunter on the phone.
Yeah. If y'all make sure to come back on, for sure, on Wednesday, because if our friend can come up and speak that day, she will be here to talk. And let me tell you, Mr. Chris will want to be in here to take notes. Trust me, she has a background that is remarkable. She knows the route that needs to happen. She knows the things that need to be done. You will definitely want to hear that.
Rhonda, that's what I was saying, that they would be one for him. It should be, if she's getting them, she should be using that to keep his upkeep as in, or putting it in a savings for him. I honestly think that Sebastian was smart enough that here he is, 2 years, he would have been graduating.
Yep.
And from what he was doing very well in school. And, you know, he would have graduated, and I think that he would have went somewhere, even though, you know, he may have a disability, but there's a lot of places out there that give children with disabilities a chance. I mean, there is a lot of companies that do that.
Yep. You know, we have talked about the possibility of him being in a facility. So would his disability go to them if he was in a facility? Yes, Charlene, I will. Yes.
I would say probably, because I guess that would be just as similar as like if your parent or somebody's in a rest home,
Yeah.
they would take Social Security if they didn't have Medicaid and Medicare together. They would take that Social Security check to put towards the
Right.
payment for the in-home care or the nursing home.
So Seth could check into that, correct?
He should be able to. He's probably the only one that can get that information.
Yeah.
Unless, like I said, she said that he's not in his life, and he would have to probably get just a certified copy of his birth certificate and stuff.
Yeah, he's probably got that. So yeah, no, Guardian Light, we're not going anywhere. We are Sebastian's army. We are not going anywhere. If they say he's in one, yeah. But I mean, that would be a good thing for Seth to find out. Has his checks stopped or have they not stopped? If they have not stopped, where are they going to? Who is receiving them? Hey, Bo. So that would be some good information for him. TJ says, oh, that's funny. You ready for this, Blue? TJ said, trust me, if Lolly has to go anywhere, me and Blue will take over the channel.
Oh, my goodness.
They got my back all the times. Follow the money trail. That's right, Charlene. Follow that money trail. So yes, definitely Seth needs to check into that. TJ, you're so funny. Oh.
I don't know. I think I've asked you, Lolly, but I don't know if any of the other states makes you, if you want to get on an airplane now, you have to have a federal license, or the one with the our license was weird. It's so weird looking. But I'm wondering if it's if it feels like that, because I have to have mine to be able to fly. We have a
Really?
certain thing that you have to have that. It actually gives you access to like naval bases or any of the military bases, but before you can actually get on an airplane in North Carolina, that has to be a certain type of license that you have to have now.
Really?
Anybody, the real ID yet.
The real ID.
Mhm.
Huh. So I couldn't just go get on an airplane with my driver's license?
Not here in North Carolina, you can.
Huh. Well.
And they are much higher.
TJ says, well, I'm screwed. I don't have that.
But I'm not sure if it's like that for everybody, but I know it is here. So I didn't know if you guys have it in y'all states or whatever, but I see Bobby said the real ID. She said it in Indiana, so I don't know if they have it or not.
Huh. I'll have to ask my son. He flies a lot. Don't have a star ID yet. No flying, Reefa said. You can't even enter a federal building? Wowza. Well, I went into our Social Security building the other day, turned in some paperwork. Just drive, no planes. That's going to be me. I'm just driving. Star has to be in the upper right corner of ID or license. Y'all gonna make me get up. Okay, hold on my squeaky chair. I'm gonna go look at my license because I want to know. Y'all got me curious. Okay, let's see. A star in the upper right corner. I have a star, like a gold star. It's gold circle with a white star in it. Does that count? Stop it. I'm not blaming my chair. That was my chair. My chair's old and wore out.
Yes, usually if you have the gold star, that is a federal ID.
Whoop,
So
whoop.
federal.
I'm federal, y'all. Don't be messing with me, okay? Just saying, Christopher. I'm federal.
Well, and that's the thing I was going to say is, I work for the U.S. Postal Service, and I am considered still an employee, but I'm on their disability retirement.
Uh-huh.
So he don't want to mess with nobody like that.
Hey, wait a minute. I just noticed at the bottom corner on the right, I have a heart, a red heart, and it says donor. What am I donating?
You signed up to be a donor if you pass away.
People don't want my stuff.
Oh, they'll use your stuff. Trust me.
I don't know that they would want it. It's old and wore out, all of it. It's all old and worn out. Huh. I didn't even realize I was a donor, y'all. I feel special. I'm a federal donor. TJ said they want my gorgeous blue eyes.
And that's a lot like about myself as my eyes.
Well, I feel special.
Well, guess what? That means you can get on a plane in October.
Well, shit. Yo, I'm going to, where am I going? Nashville? Huh?
He's going to be my plus one.
I'm going to be Blues +1 and going to Nashville to a wedding I don't even know. Her son invited me.
Well, they got to dance off.
Because we're going to dance all night long. I'm going to get him real drunk so he just can make it through one dance.
Trust That dude's nuts.
That's funny. You want to go? Bo says she wants to go. Come on, Bo. Meet us in Nashville. Bo wants to go line dance.
Well, I'll tell you what. My son with his little southern accent,
Oh, he's a cutie
he'll
pie.
line dancing.
Me too, Bo. I hate flying. When I busted up my arm when I was in Tennessee with my cousins and stuff, my son said, Mama, you have to get on a plane. You have to come back home. And I was like, oh, Jesus, a plane? And he said, Michelle said, Congo line to Nashville. Anyways, I took a pain pill for my arm because in case it was bouncy or something and my arm was all busted up. And then I took a half a Xanax before we got to the airport, and I had to sit for about 30 minutes. And when I got on the plane, I took another half of Xanax. I saw the clouds and stuff as we were leaving Knoxville. And I woke up when the lady told me we had already touched down. I was like, okay, thank you. My son said, Mama, was it bad? And I was like, no, it was good. Oh, so that's my kind of flying. You want to go to Old Red?
Deanna says that I want to go to the old. I don't really like it. But let me tell you, I am a huge Luke Bryan fan.
Yeah, I would love to go to Luke Bryan's place. Michelle said, dang, Lolly was flying before the plane did. Yes, I was. I was so nervous about my arm hurting. And I don't like to fly. So cheap date, Rhonda said. Oh my goodness. Too funny.
Hey, Jade, I think very not.
Your wife's a cheap date. Our first date was at Taco Bell dollar menu.
She was looking out for your stomach because you know that you're going to make her run for the potty instead of the border.
Oh. Deanna said, Blake is her fantasy baby daddy.
So it looks for me.
Let me tell you, my daughter was pregnant and she was about, it was from March, and then she had the baby in June. And so she was pretty big at that point. And I took her to the rodeo in Houston and we saw Luke Bryan, and I got seats really close down, you know. That guy came over and climbed the fencing, you know, up, and he started gyrating. And I thought my daughter was going to go into labor. I was like, we are not having a baby here right now. Stop. Don't look at him no more. Oh.
Me and my daughter went to CCMS down at Myrtle Beach. It's the country music fest when they come down here. And this was when Toby Keith was one of the headliners. Luke Bryan was too. And I made signs to take with me. And we always made sure that we was out there early. But for Toby Keith, I made a sign that said, Toby, will you be my big dog daddy? Well, he signed my poster. So I've got his signature and I got Luke Bryan. But my daughter was a trooper. She took his drummer's drumstick to the forehead for me. She had a big old round bruise right in the center of her forehead where he tossed it and it hit her in the head. So that was a very interesting week. We were in line for Luke Bryan, and I made her get up at 3 o'clock so we wouldn't sit in line at 4 o'clock in the morning. until he come on stage, which was at 10 o'clock that night.
Oh my gosh.
But we just went through the gate, but we had to move because there was a suspicious package dropped off.
Oh gosh.
And I told them, I said, well, they can blow me up. But I said, you put the rest of my whatever's left in there on stage, right there near the stage for him. But I didn't get to meet him because my daughter bought me got me meet and greet with him. So he
Oh.
is very sweet. Mama is a wonderful woman.
Oh.
So, but he is awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we might need bail money because if Luke Bryan is at the bar, boy,
Lord.
he's coming home with mama. And not his mama.
Oh. TJ feeling left out.
To the bus. Hey, now wait a minute, TJ. We're going to Lainey Wilson's bell bottom.
Oh yeah, we got to go to Laney. We'll go to Laney's too. I like her.
We needed some excitement because I was feeling down.
Yeah, that was a really bad subject, guys, and I apologize for it all the way, but I wanted y'all to see what was out there and what we have found. So it's not a subject I would like to be the first one to show, but the connection makes you wonder even more.
Rhonda asked for that. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I said Rhonda asked for that little comment from TJ.
That's it. You know, like TJ said, you find something, all you can do is put it out there and let people take it from there. Yeah. And I'm sure somebody will have something to say about it. Momming it up. Thank you. Thank you for all you do too. Hello. I don't know what happened. My screen just went completely black. And Blue I was like, I still hear you. I was like, you're on my phone. I don't know what happened. It just went completely black. I had to come back in. So, hope y'all had a good time without me. Yeah, because TJ went in the bushes and left us.
He did come out of the damn book.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Deanna said, I thought
Yeah,
my
I
dirty thoughts shut down the stream. Oh my goodness. Hi, Lolly. Welcome. Oh, Lordy, y'all. That's funny. Oh. Well, guys, I think I'm going to let y'all go. I know, right? Before we get out of control. Okay, PB Green Room said the school will have a copy of the birth certificate. If teacher can just tell you the state, then you could look it up. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, we have some fun here. And I hope y'all like this timeline because I'm trying to go in between everybody else. But we will.
I like this one.
Yeah, I do too. I like this time. Yeah, Retha makes you wonder. Surely he's not on the birth certificate. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was the other one. I don't know.
That would make me sick. He was.
It works. Everybody likes this time. Okay, so 7 o'clock Central. Tomorrow we'll be back. Oh, thank you for those sweet words, Guardian of Light. Thank you. We appreciate y'all. And Blue, man, she gets all the credit because she's a great researcher. Oh, Bobby, that's sweet. Thank you. But like I said, guys, take this for what it is. We don't know what it means, but someone has put it out there, and that someone is connected to Christopher Proudfoot's family. That's the sad part. Very sad. Because either they're playing a cruel, cruel joke or they know something. So, anyways, y'all have a good night, guys. Thank you, Blue, for being on with me and talking and all that you do for us. Yeah, Bo, you go watch it because it's a lot and be prepared. So, good night, everybody. We will see y'all tomorrow. Everybody be safe and remember Sebastian's the reason. Go ahead, Blue.
I was just saying good night to everybody.
So we'll see y'all soon, guys. We're at war. Wait, whoa. Just got an alert on my phone. We are at war with Iran. Oh, good Lord. Prayers for our country, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Check Georgia for BC. Okay.
I will do that.
All righty.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Love and hugs. See y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.